Hello, darlings. It's Mrs. Lee. And sadly, I think this is my last lesson for you. I believe Mr. Sattel is going to be back, and then life will be beautiful again for all of us. Thank you very much for your patience and your understanding in my less than awesome geometry teaching. I appreciate your support. And just remember, if you have questions, you can chat or email me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Our lesson today is lesson 2.3, congruent triangles, and this is part one. So today we're going to look at some transformations to be sure that two triangles are congruent. If you have not yet logged into the Imagine Learning Classroom, please do so. If you click on the classes page, this should be the assignment at the top of your assignments page. Okay. The first piece that we're going to be doing is called true or sometimes true triangles. So let's scroll ahead to card number 3. Card number 3. Okay. If triangle ABC is congruent to triangle A prime, B prime, C prime, you have 3 tasks. What must be true? What could possibly be true? And what definitely can't be true? So I will admit, when I was just trying to do this in my head doesn't like this kind of stuff. So I actually decided, okay, I'm just going to go to my geometry tools here. And so I figured this would help you out. Okay, so I'm going to just put a triangle ABC. Oops, you know what I want? I would like some, I'm going to put some graph lines on here just to keep me straight. So I'm just going to, oops, that was not what I wanted. I want a rigid triangle. There we go. Okay, so I'm drawing my triangle here. I'm just going to make it a right triangle. That's okay. So here is triangle ABC. And I'm going to perform a transformation on this one. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this or reflect this around a point. Reflect about a point. Boom. Okay, select the object. I'm reflecting the triangle. Select the point. I'm going to choose point C. And there we go. I reflected triangle ABC. And now I have triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Let me see if I can get, undo. Undo. There we go. Undo. There. Let's see. Nope, wrong direction. There we go. Okay, so triangle ABC, I reflected it using point C as my point of reflection. So it just, it just went from here diagonally. You can't see that. And now I have A prime, B prime, C prime. Okay, so now that I have that visual, this is a little bit easier for me to figure out because, okay, what must be true? Think about it. I had my initial shape. I had my initial right triangle, triangle ABC. I did a transformation on it. I reflected it. Hey, you could rotate it. You could translate it. One sec. Excuse me. But that's what I did. So what must be true about those two triangles? Okay, and it tells you right here, if triangle ABC is congruent to A prime, B prime, C prime, you know what the word congruent means. What must be true? Pause your video, set a timer for 4 minutes. Give yourself 4 minutes to think about what must be true, and then maybe what definitely can't be true, and then maybe come back up here to what could possibly be true. But give yourself 4 minutes, pause the video, set a timer for 4 minutes, and try adding your thoughts in here. So pause the video and see you back here in 4 minutes. Okay, you did pause the video for 4 minutes, right? Just checking. Okay, so what must be true? Well, if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. That means that A to B, line segment A to B, is congruent to A prime, B prime. They're congruent. They're in the same locations. So let's see. Do we have symbols on here? No. Let's see. Let me see if I've got. Nope. All right. Well, we are going to have to use words instead. So segment AB is congruent to, they probably maybe have that symbol, maybe. Ooh, there's equal to. Let's see, equal to, oh, there's a bunch of geometry terms. Heck yes. Shift Alt CG. Okay, I'll try it. I like to press buttons. That's what I do. Okay, that did not work. All right, we'll just go back. Okay. Is congruent to A prime, B prime. So if you were stuck, you're like, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so A to B, there's segment A to B, segment A prime to B prime, it's the same thing. So they're congruent. So what's something else that you could put on here that must be true? Down here for what definitely can't be true, don't go all rocket sciencey on this one. That's not necessary, okay? Because I mean, we don't need to be all that rocket sciencey, okay? So we could say A prime, B prime, C prime does not have four sides, okay? Because it's ABC. There's only three angles, three sides. So that's not four sides. So that most definitely cannot be true. What could possibly be true? If we did, I drew this triangle, but I just chose this. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the triangle that they're talking about is a right triangle. So we can say triangle ABC could be a right triangle. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We don't know. It's just triangle ABC. All right. So hope that got your geometry brain juices flowing. Let's go ahead and move along, shall we? Okay. Why do they coincide? Why do they coincide? Coincide means match together, go together. Okay. Why do they coincide? Okay. Noah and Priya were playing invisible triangles. I don't know why one would play invisible triangles, but if that's your game, so be it. For card 3, Priya told Noah that in triangles ABC and DEF, so here's triangle ABC, triangle DEF. Okay. So Priya told Noah all of these things. So side AB is congruent to side DE, AC is congruent to DF, BC is congruent to EF, angle A is congruent to the angle D, angle so on and so forth. You got this. Okay, so if she's telling him all of that, then what do you know about the two triangles? And look at the symbols on the two triangles. I'm pointing this out because one of the things about geometry that I found most frustrating is that I'm not allowed to be logical sometimes in geometry. So I am showing you logically how we can do this without getting all frustrated and flustered. And if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, great. That's okay. There's other ways. Um, So here are the steps Noah had to tell Priya to do before all three vertices coincided. So vertices are those spots where the two sides meet together and form an angle. So angle A would match up with angle D, angle B would match up with angle E, C would match up with F. So what kind of transformations did they have to do, or did they do before they were all matched up, one on top of the other? So Noah says to translate the triangle. Hold on, I'm going to turn on my little highlighter here. Translate the triangle. Hello. Rotate and reflect. So he's saying, okay, all of these, that's fun. Oh, this is real fun. Love it. Okay. So all of these words, transformations. Sorry, there's my dog. She says hello. What do they do with a shape? Hey, if you translate the shape, what are you changing? Are you changing the size? Are you changing the side lengths? If you rotate a shape, what are you changing? Amazon. You're reflecting a shape. No. What are you changing? For all of these, remember, we're just changing location. Translating, rotating, reflecting changes direction, changes location, changes where it's at, but it does not change the size. So logically speaking, okay, how do we know that these points, these sides, these angles, all of this, how do we know that they will match up? Think about it logically. Why are they going to match up? And that is all of this. If you want to get out paper, or if you want to try using the geometry tools to do these steps here, go for it. Go for it. Unfortunately, I could not take these images and put them on the geometry tool to do all of this. And they're not set up to be able to do it here in ILC. Gotta love it. But if you want to grab some paper and try to do this on your own, go for it. That would be helpful. But logically speaking, if these spots are giving us all of this information, we've translated, we've rotated, we've reflected. How do we know that A prime prime to B prime prime and D to E line up? How do we know that? Why would we know that? So think about that. Pause the video and put in your information. Our summary here. Okay. If all corresponding parts of two triangles are congruent, remember corresponding, same location, congruent, equal, same. One triangle can be taken exactly onto the other triangle using a sequence of translations, rotations, and reflections. The congruence of corresponding parts justifies that the vertices of the triangle will line up exactly. If they're congruent, if the corresponding parts are corresponding and congruent, then they're going to stay congruent, whether you rotate, reflect, or translate. One of the most common ways to line up vertices is through a translation to get one pair to line up, followed by a rotation and or a reflection. There are multiple ways to justify why they line up. Okay. All right, so there's all the logic and why these actually do line up, because they are congruent. Okay. All right, so that was our lesson. I did not feel that this was terrible, but I'm a logical person, and it just kind of makes sense to me to be logical when we're talking about this, and not get all weird and geometric and stuff, because logically speaking, that's why. So congruent, corresponding. Congruent means equal, means same. Corresponding means they're in the same location. So using logic, that is not terrible. And I love how my highlights just moved down randomly. That's cool. All right. Please message me if you have any questions. It has been equal parts awesome and